Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Kaizen, and welcome to Monday Motivation. Yes, a great weekend. I just got back now from going to walk on the farm. Luckily, we are here in Limpopo, and we just went for a 2-hour walk, me and my dad, and we saw nice animals. It's nice and chilly here in Limpopo, and actually enjoying it very much. And hopefully, wherever you are in this lockdown, in this period of time, that you are safe and that you are staying indoors and that you keep yourself motivated. And if you need some little motivation, that is why I'm here for today. I'm looking forward to share with you my journey. Now, I'm going to start with, it's time for us to raise the standard. I want to, it's going to be short today. I'm not going to take a lot of your time. I just want to share something, a tool with you that has helped me in my life and that has helped me to be successful. So, important for me today is, what is your word for 2020? What is your one word that if you wake up in the morning that you will just have to say that word and you will be motivated? Every year I had a word. When I had to go climb Kilimanjaro, it was whatever it takes. There was no excuses. I'm going to push through. I will do whatever it takes. Then there was live without regret. That was after I came back from Kilimanjaro. I set myself a word of it's time to live without regret. I almost died on the mountain. In a sense, I think I died on the mountain. And I came back reborn. And I realized it's time to live without regret. It's time to go for what you want and to do it whatever it takes. And this year it came down to crush it. And who knew that we're going to be faced with challenges that we have to stand up and crush it, and we have to overcome it. We have to step over it. Now, for me, it's the quote, and you probably all have heard me say this quote, but this quote is really powerful. It's in a sense that we are in charge of our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions your habits become your values, and your values ultimately become your destiny, by Mahatma Gandhi. And the tool and the gift that I'm going to give you today is going to help you to change and impact your beliefs and your thoughts and your words, because that will automatically lead to the actions that you do on a daily basis. How you wake up, what you do. Suddenly, it will not make you fearful for what's coming, but it will give you a hope that today is your future is in your hands, and whatever you do today will change your destiny. Because if you do it more than enough, it becomes your habits. I like to do that saying that says, how you do anything is how you do everything. Go just look at people, how they react in a situation like this means that they will react in a situation like that in any area of their life. Ultimately, also look at your values, what is important to you in your life. And it's maybe a time to relook at what is important. And your destiny, what is the destiny you want to create? One thing that I can say to you is that life will never be the same again. This coronavirus has come and is changing the world. It's going to change how we do business. It's going to change how we interact. It's going to change how we travel. But the thing is, we can either look at that, or we can either overcome that by focusing on what is the destiny we want to create. Important is for you to start looking at investing into your personal growth. You have a perfect time now, not only in your business growth, but to work on yourself. Analyze yourself. Look at where skills that you need to upskill. Do you need to upskill certain areas of your life, communication, or life skills, or finances, or what would we say? Look at your values, maybe, or social media, or whatever skill that you need. Goal setting, maybe, how to set goals and to follow through, etc. So what can you do to grow? One thing that I will suggest is go find yourself people that you can follow that are successful in certain areas. Now, areas, and you don't have one area in your life. You have a business area, you have a finance area, you have a mindset area, you have a health area, and all of those areas, go find yourself someone that is a guru that can help you have that impact. I think that is one thing that is important is who's the people out there that you listen to on a daily basis, their podcasts, read their books, and surround yourself with. And I think that is the one thing that is pushing, getting me through this period of time, is because all of these gurus also are motivated and see the world in a totally different way. One thing that I want to say to you is the importance of Kaizen, the practice of continuous improvement. Maybe this time gets extended and we stay at home for a longer period. What is the type of person you will be when you walk out of this 21 days or longer? Who do you want to become? You can change it around in the next 20 days. And you can be awakened or reawakening and step out as the person you would love to be. Now, most of you know my story, and if you don't know my story, please come and follow me. But what I just wanted to say, the speeches for you, is no matter your challenge, no matter your pain, no matter your mountain, no matter your excuses, it is all that it is. Because the most important through all of this is, what is your why? Why do you want to achieve that destiny? Because if that why is strong enough, you will figure out the how. So for me, is start working and asking yourself this question: what is my why? Because your why will not stop you to walk over fire. Your why will not stop you to go conquer that mountain, because you will find out how to do it and you will go and do it. So no matter what challenges you are currently in, you or your employees, is that it's time to look at, why are we in business? What is our main idea? Because it's going to come back to the world. It's going to come back to serve. It's going to come back to connection and people that wants value in the end of the day, with people they trust. I think that is the most important. So what are you portraying out there? What type of person are you? And do you portray your why to the world? Because your why makes people believe in you. Because in the end of the day, if your why is strong enough, you will figure out how you will do it. You will go through the pain. You will go through the sacrifices. You will go through what needs to be done to achieve what you need to do. So no matter the challenge, no matter what's happening, never give up. Do whatever it takes, and live without regret. And I think if there's anyone with questions, please type in it. And good morning from Centurion. Thank you, Santi. So if you have any questions, please ask. But I want to give you a tip today. Now, I just want to see if my screen, did you see just want to quickly look. Okay. My tip for you today is to start journaling. I do a daily habit where I journal. And the reason for this is, remember I told you beliefs become your thoughts your words, and your words your actions. There's a 3-step process I want you to take away from today to help you to be motivated. Every day when you wake up, the only control that you have is the control of what you put into your mind. Now, if you're going to wake up with worries and stress, like I spoke to my dad while we were walking today, you woke up stressful. You couldn't sleep because how is he going to pay his employees at the end of the month? How is he going to pay his debt and all of his debit orders? At the end of the day, you wake up with that. Suddenly that become your thoughts. That becomes your words. That become your actions, etc. Now, one thing that one needs to do is, that's the reality. So what do we do with that reality? Take a book, write down all of your negative thoughts and worries at that moment. Write it all out. Imagine it like being a dam. You have to let go out of the water, because if you don't, it becomes stagnated and it becomes rotten. So you have to let it flow out. And the best way to flow it out is to write. Imagine writing. It's like the gates opening up and the water flowing out. There's something powerful behind it. So after you've done it, you get to a point where, if you've done this plenty of times, you don't have any negative things to write down. You have to go look for negative things. But in the beginning, you might have like 10 pages of negative and worries and thoughts. And don't worry about writing it the same thing over. If you need to write it over again, it means it's still in your mind and it still needs to go out. Now, the thing is, after you've emptied your dam, you have to fill it up with new water, refreshing water. Now, how do you do that? Then you draw a line, and then you start, today I'm totally grateful and thankful for. And you write down everything that you are grateful for or thankful for. There's power in gratitude. Now, by writing it in and it's like new water flowing into you. So write down everything that you are grateful and thankful for. And, in the beginning, it's hard. And I remember starting, after the 5th or the 7th, you're like, okay, what am I grateful for? Can I write that I'm grateful for water and for clothes? Yes, anything that you need to start writing down, write it down. Because it's the small things that you need to be grateful for as well. And before you know it, your negative thoughts and worries that you will start writing down in the next 20 days will become less, and that what you are grateful for will become more. But there, we don't need to leave it there. The third thing that you need to do, now this does take a half an hour process every day. Now, if you start, it might take an hour depending on how many thoughts you have and how many words and voices you have in your head. But it does take a half an hour a day for investment in yourself. We invest so much more. If you think about it, you go on a holiday, you invest all your time in planning for that holiday. You know where you're going to drive. You know how long you're going. You know how much money you're going to spend. You've worked it all out. But yet, when we have to invest in ourselves and in our life and as a person, we don't even want to take that time. And all that I ask you is at least maximum half an hour. Write down all your information with your journal. And it's important because it gets your reminder. This is how change our beliefs. Suddenly, by changing our beliefs, what is our thoughts becoming then? Our thoughts become then our words, what we speak, what we've written it down. And what will our action and habits be? This is where law of attraction comes powerful, because suddenly you take action towards what you want. And before you know it, it happens. And you ask yourself, but why? I wrote down a lot that I wanted to be in front of. Last year, I wrote down, I want to be in front of 3,000 people. I want to be in front of a big audience. And guess what? It realized a year later. So you might not see the results now, but if you take the steps, you can achieve it. Now, to help you on this path, if you email me, I will the 2 books that me and Renee Horn has written. Please go follow Renee Horn on social media. Rihanna will answer you now. So this will be a book for you to start your journey. In 2014, me and Renee Horn wrote these books. The third one is on its way, called Neuro-Linguistic Programming. But the philosophies in here is what changed our lives, and that put us on the path that we are now on, and achieve it. Now, also, I haven't written it down here, but for you who are listening, if you also email me and you want meditation, please tune in for the next Monday session, and I will share with you the power of meditation and what meditations I have that I can share with you. So please come back. Rian, you ask, can I write the same dream every day, or does each day need a new dream? And it depends on you. You can write a dream for that day and write it out what you want that day. But I also would write the same dream over and over, and because you just reaffirm that, and you just putting it so much stronger out there. So I would write it because before I write dreams, I will write this as many times as possible, because then a dream becomes not a dream, but it becomes a reality. So follow your heart. I would do what is my dream for the day, and what is my dream for the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. I think that is what is the powerful for me. Now, any questions other than that, then I'm going to leave with you. If Thursday I'm hosting a masterclass, how to grow yourself, how to think out of the box, what you can do in the next 12 weeks. And to step up, it's rscSales.com/rccv. So if you're interested in joining, there's a few spaces still left. And come, it's on Thursday at 12 p.m. We're going to do a masterclass with a few people, and hopefully then you will learn so much more. So thank you for everyone for tuning in. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you walked away with some motivation today. I promise you, trust me, I can guarantee you, if you're going to apply just this journal every day, it is like gym for the mind. It's like gym for the body. I promise you, your reality around you will change, guaranteed. If not, I will give you money back. Well, you haven't spent money yet, but yeah, I can just, because I speak out of my own life and truth. And okay, guys and ladies, this is the 50 minutes Motivation Monday. If you have a team and you want to do something, what they can do. At the end of the day, all employees are just as stressful as employers, and they also don't worry about what's going to happen and will they be paid and how will they support their families. The thing is, if we can get them motivated, do the extra and not about the uncontrollables, but start controlling the controllables and that positiveness, I believe the things around us will change. Everyone, thank you very much. Have a beautiful day. I'm on the farm. I'm going to go out and have a nice breakfast in nature, and I wish you all were here, but maybe one day we will get together and we will share a nice cup of coffee or something cold to drink. Okay, love and light. This is Cobus. Thank you, everyone. Bye.